Green lights on OBS.
Yeah, I can see that. Have you considered actually visiting the live streaming tab on YouTube so we can actually see if we're live?
We are live on Twitch.
What the heresy? You didn't even get a Twitch ad.
No, I might have just paused it before the ad came up.
Now that's usually not how it works. You can't do that.
What am I supposed to be doing with YouTube?
You click on live streaming. You click on events. Then you click on that. And now hold on, click on live control room. There you go.
Is that right?
I don't know, probably. It doesn't look right.
It doesn't look right.
You've ruined it. It's broken now. Well done, Sal. Well, there's a live now button, so there's no need to panic, I assume. In the meantime, hello, but also hello, potato. And carrot is me in this context. For reference, the Monday additional stream, referred to colloquially as Merednesday, uses a German local word for carrot in the name, that being Möhren, if you would spell it with an H. I've written it down in the description of the YouTube video for the Merednesday streams. Apparently nobody besides Bill also reads those, which is a good thing, because I've given up on the 2-point hospital description about a decade ago.
Okay,
Sorry.
So let's see. Say hello to Bernie Bear.
Oh, hello, Lieutenant Lucan. I didn't see you there.
And hello, Lieutenant Lucan. And hello, Crazy Potato.
I better get to it.
Yes,
I've chosen the best game to the best state of my health. Given that,
I have been trying to convince Mia to play this for some time.
yes. Like I said in the description, by popular demand. That popular demand being just one person, but you know. Anyway, captain's making. 3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. It was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone.
Oh, Mia's got a slight echo.
Ah, for crying out loud. Hold on. Back up an inch or two. We're getting a double mirror. I don't know which direction to back up to. Let me know if
Are
this
you too
sounds
close
better.
to your microphone?
That's not usually generating echoes. I don't know where that's coming from. Anyway, it was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone, but it opened a vast black ocean to you. Welcome to the Untersee. I'll figure something out. Anyway, I was supposed to choose a past. That's me. Apparently, I now lodge a room in the Blind Hellsman. Okay. I'll just click continue. Who was I? Was I a street urchin, a poet, a veteran, an ordinary priest, or a natural philosopher? No, not undertow. That's not what I meant.
An undertow is a current that is under the surface of the water. That
No,
pulls you
he's
down.
referring to the fact that I pronounced it Untersee.
Ah, I see.
A Zee is a toe in German.
Oh.
Yes, you jokester. Personally, I'd like to consider myself a priest. This will give me a bonus to hearts, the skill of healing, and morale. There you go, I've done that. An ordinary priest. I fell from grace. There's nothing left ashore for me. An anonymous benefactor has found this way out for me. Perhaps at sea, you can overcome your appetites. This will give you a bonus to... Yeah, I already read that. You know an engineer who doesn't have much time left. She'd like to die at sea. Talk to her to find out if she'd like to die anywhere in particular.
Potato says, well, when we attempted the Medi-Engi, it was going to be a religion, so priest would work.
Thank you. This game throws a lot of choices at me. Heavens. So, my father's bones. My father was lost at sea, and I've never known him. But I've often dreamed of him, find and return his remains to London for a decent... I don't want to return to London. Ew, gross, no. Immortality, eternal life sounds like something you'd enjoy. True. And it's said that the Presbyter, the ruler of the Elder Continent, has lived forever.
I've just noticed, mate, you are peaking on your microphone quite a bit. Maybe your microphone's too close to your mouth?
Okay, fine.
No, why don't you move your microphone away from you rather than you away from the microphone?
You underestimate the space I have available to me. Plus, the more I twist it, the more it's pointing towards you. And that's a problem, because then it's going to pick up you. But fine, let's see if this is better.
That's kind of moving it from 2 inches to moving it to like 15 inches is a bit more than let's call it an overreaction and stay there.
Well, you weren't very specific how far I was supposed to move it. Is this adequate?
Well, talk and I'll tell you if you're still peaking.
I've been trying to talk the entire time.
Okay.
Fulfillment. Gather 100 tales, learn all you can of the sea, write a masterpiece, and then retire. No, thank you. Wealth. I know I know how it is to be poor. Now, want a mansion, servants, and maybe some fine clothes. A family, perhaps. Not really. A private kingdom. Establish a colony where you're an absolute ruler. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with immortality.
Okay.
Who's this weirdo? Oh, Gallite engineer. It's a woman. Okay. Tall tales.
Hang on, the echo overlapping is still there, unchanged. You sound like the Borg Collective, so I guess resistance is futile. Shall we try starting and stopping?
Sure.
All right, people, we shall be back shortly. All right, let's see if that's still coming through.
It's probably all broken now. It
Let's
usually
see.
is.
Oh, boo. Just hit an ad on Twitch. Didn't get there fast enough. Let's check YouTube. Okay, yep, we're still on YouTube.
Yeah, but that doesn't look like it's current. I've got a letter there. You've got a map there. That's wrong.
Yeah, it's got to take 30 seconds to come through, though.
I've
Matthew.
had this bloody letter there for more than 30 seconds. This is clearly wrong.
Yeah,
And
but
the live
I've
thing just
got
went
it
grey.
on pause.
There you go, it's fixed. Well done.
There we go.
No echo. I've no idea why
Oh,
these
good.
things happen. It's probably just OBS throwing a hissy fit.
Maybe.
Anyway, Captain, an irregularity with the Harbour Master's office. They wish to know what term of address do you prefer ashore? Citizen, my dear friend. I'm a citizen. Citizen, perhaps you're some sort of rabble-rousing enthusiast, eh? A last piece of advice, explore, take chances, this captain will probably die, the sea is hungry, but each captain passes on lessons to the next. Okay, I now get to choose a picture for my captain.
Again, why is it called starting and stopping when you clearly are started and now stopping in order to then restart? The musings of a linguophile.
They're all kinda awful. This one's wearing a hat!
What about a top hat? There's a few people wearing a hat there.
Yeah, but have you seen the thumbnail? I can't have a top hat.
Oh, Bernie says top hat.
Also, I'm
I
not very
think top
happy
hat.
with that hat. It
No,
looks
no.
very concerning.
What about one of the top hats, though?
Again, have you seen the thumbnail?
Yeah, but look at his moustache.
Yeah, look at this guy, spank your beard. He has more of a beard. He has an underbeard. I'm going with that one because I'm stubborn.
Okay.
Captain Mir. Hold on. Let me go with spore fashion and be called Captain Mir.
Yeah.
Right.
So, what is this game? Yes, we are playing. We haven't actually introduced the game. We're playing Sunless Sea. Second row, third from the right has Bernie's vote.
It's too late. We're already starting. Fallen London. Deep, dark, and marvellous. No, it's a gross place. Nobody wants to live here. All voyages start here, and this is where successful voyages end. London, she's the greatest city of the undersea. Your lodgings. Here can Here you may catch up with your correspondence, rest or retire altogether from seafaring life. A submariner tutorial. Welcome, delicious friends. This is the DLC, which we probably shouldn't start yet. And advice for captains. The much lamented manual, I assume. A passenger. Someone in the docks wants to build my ship and ambition. Death hath no more dominion. The blind helmsman is a wolf-stack institution? What's a wolf-stack? A centuries-old pub held together by a crust of fry smoke and nautical memories nailed to the walls. Let's pick up a passenger, because that's what we do. Agreed to carry the gnomic Gallivant to the Cumian Canal or the Iron or Misery Funging Station, or both. History is a horse. Who will prick it with their spurs? He cries to no one in particular. A drop of blood may be as precious as a ruby. Yes, let's take the madman on board. He puffs out his chest. Ruby studs gleam in the lamplight. A new London had enterprising souls still left in it. I'm seeking truths, which, I am told, I may find in the Iron and Misery Funging Station and the Cuman Canal. Ideally, I'd learn both, but I could settle for one. For at Port Cecil, there will be a contest, and we will change the world with a game of chess. A king will fall. Yes, welcome. Let's carry on. How do I undo this and go? Aha, setting sail. Click the launch button to leave the port. Where's the launch button? Launch. Right. I have no idea how to control my boat, but it's doing something.
You might want to try steering your boat,
hold on, I could read the tutorial, or I'll just close it. Woo! Oh no. I made mistakes. This is a dead end, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Unless that's a bridge you can go under.
We'll find out in a moment at full speed.
Okay.
Is the music a bit loud?
That game's loud, but I'm not sure if it's just my headphones.
It might not be. Let me just turn down the music a teensy tiny bit. So, we've established that. This is a wall. So, we've learned our lessons for the future. Do we already return to port and see if we can repair ourselves? What's this? A comatose ferret. Mostly immobile, occasionally it's feral. Ah. Something awaits me. After a short time at sea, a lamp icon will appear above the logbook. It means that opportunity awaits me at the next port.
Alright, just turning down the game sounds a touch.
How do I turn my lamps off? Toggle lights.
Over the last few minutes, Lieutenant Lucan has said this is reading the game. The reading is quite good though. And Matthew says agreed. Bernie says, is that a steamer? Either that or a train.
It is a steamboat. The next game in the series has sky trains. At combat, I've encountered an opponent, the crabs, the crustaceous manus. The crustacean manus, there you go. The red arc shows the range of my deck gun. Keep the enemy in range while your crew works out a firing solution. What do you mean works out? You point the cannon and fire. This will happen faster if you keep the enemy in your prowlight. The deck gun will be highlighted as your crew makes progress towards a firing solution. Press space or close the tutorial to continue.
Sky trains, seriously? Well, let's just say that's Mia's interpretation.
Why are we not firing? Oh, I need to actually press the fire button. How's my ship doing, by the way? We bloody missed! The Megalops is defeated. With a forlorn and wailing cry, the Megalops turns on its back, legs neatly folded, as bluish blood gouts from its wounds, its golden glow begins to dim. Butcher it for supplies or dissect it for knowledge. Let's take some supplies.
Lieutenant Lucan says, wait, a steamer? Come on, Thunder Child! That's one song I can't sing. I don't really do those sort of power ballads. But I do like the analogy. Do crabs really have blue blood?
Well, this one obviously does.
Oh. Blue blood, a noble crab.
Oh, I can turn off the lamp.
Oh.
That's nice. Obviously, my crew's now beginning to panic because I'm driving into the dark. Terror. When you see green running lights on the ship, you're in the dark and your crew's terror will increase. Hold on, let me just quickly turn those on again. Watch the pips on the terror indicator. It increases faster when you're far from land. Don't let it reach 100.
What's the fire symbol at the top?
That's my fuel.
Oh, okay.
I've got 6 fuel barrels. That looks like a wasp's nest.
Octopuses have blue blood. Mm. Oh, another steamer. Do you think they're friendly?
Probably not.
Bernie
I mean, look at
says
them. They're standing there ominously.
they are looking a little ominous.
Fragments. You receive fragments when you discover new places. Acquire enough of them and you'll gain a secret. You can use secrets to improve your captain skills. Excuse me, I'm having a go here. Would you mind not doing that, please? Oh, it's a pirate.
Yeah.
Oh no, they've got undersea torpedoes. I've received hull damage.
Oh.
See, I'm still fine, and I'm only at 42 hull points left. That's good.
Bernie says, is there a world map?
Probably. There you go.
I think you've travelled quite a long way for a start. Wouldn't it be wiser to explore closer to home? I'm guessing it works like most games, where the further away you go, the bigger the enemies are that you meet.
Well, it's a roguelike. Anything can happen to you anywhere, really.
Matthew says, aren't all torpedoes undersea? Good point.
Oh no. The
What?
crustacean menace. Oh no, where did it go? Oh no, it's cheating!
Nice.
We've won.
Oh, Lieutenant Lucan says, from what I understand, this game is a sequel to Fallen London, which is a browser game. And Sunless Sky should be the third game. Is that a fragment you're supposed to pick up there?
I thought that's just a... boy.
Or buoy.
It's a boy.
American.
Boy. It's a boy. Congratulations, it's a boy. That's emitting some light. Is that a lighthouse?
A boy, says Bernie.
A boy.
Pronounced
No, wait.
buoy in American, pronounced boy in English. How do you spell it? B-U-O-Y. Is that right? Or is it B-O-U?
Okay, her eyes will hatch soon, but until then she wants to... What do you mean her eyes will hatch?
I don't know, but it sounds
Oh
reasonable.
no!
Oh, that's a
The crustacean
big
menace!
crab.
Oh no.
Are you, like, backing away slowly?
Slightly, yes. Station 3! No, wait, that's not where we wanted to go. Do you remember where we wanted to go?
No.
Okay, that's cool. Let's have a break here near the crustacean menace and quickly find out. We're burning fuel, by the way.
The whole game takes place in this undersea setting. A weird Lovecraftian dimension where London is just a recent guest, so everything here is undersea. Oh, good point. Yeah. So an undersea torpedo would be correct. Well, everything is undersea, so all torpedoes are undersea. So it was a superfluous description either way.
Why are we holding a bloody passenger?
Game character does something unexpected. Mia, it must be cheating. Bernie loves how Sal calls it American and English, like American has its own language. And Tammy, hello Tammy.
Hello,
says,
Tammy.
It sort of is.
No, hold on. Hold on.
If I understand correctly, the American English is closer
Aha.
to
Oh, no.
how English was spoken
No.
and spelled
No.
a few hundred years ago. And it's British English that has changed. As
So
the Queen
obviously...
said, there is only English and then there are mistakes.
Oh no, I'm low on supplies, hello everybody. Once I run out, my crew will begin to starve. I can buy more on certain points. Well, obviously, I've just run into a minor problem. We lost our passenger. At
Oh.
least I can't find him anymore. So that's positively terrifying. What? Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's a pirate. They're gonna kill you, aren't they?
No, it's fine. I'll just sneak up behind them. See?
Why are they not trying to kill you? Whoa!
See? Sneaking up behind them. I've destroyed a pirate steam pinnace. The ship is mine. What will I do? Loot and scuttle it. I find some lean pickings? Oh no. These pinnaces don't sail far from their hidden harbors, but there's something at the back of the hold. I find a finished opening of... a cache of curiosities? Right. A bolt of fabric. Shake out a little and let it glimmer in the light. Okay.
I'm gonna guess that's something
I
that you can
find
sell?
spider silk in London, of course. There are troubles there with sorrow spiders infestation like anywhere underneath, but for the real quality you need to go east to the Carnate or to the fang-bristling vastness of Saviour's Rocks. I now have 1 bolt of spider silk.
Okay.
We're running low on fuel.
Well, why don't you go back to base and get some?
I mean, I'm already going there, but I'm not sure if I'll make it. So obviously,
In true
the
Mia
only
fashion.
yes, naturally, So only the only sensible thing we can do is turn off the lights. Hold on. Oh no! Oh no!
What?
Oh no!
What?
I didn't mean to just waste fuel like that.
What did you do?
I turned the full power to engines button on. I keep
Oh.
thinking F is the torch button. Can I get supplies in Field Haven?
I'm guessing that's like a dock point you're in there?
Sheep, Lishon, Standing Stones. Welcome to Shepherd Isles. Shepherd Isles. Course the bearded watchman tells you there are no actual shepherds on the Shepherd Isles. No, indeed, it's just the name of the gentleman that found the islands. Greybeard, sitting in the village square, nods solemnly. No sheep, one says, but plenty of tales. Ask us anything. Right, a picnic at the Standing Stones, tales of the Standing Stones, tales of the Three Graves, tales of the Thornwell Croft. Does anyone have preferences? Actually, hold on, before we go on with that, I need to buy some stuff.
And
How much money do I
say
have?
a good mood to the spotted cow.
Hello, Spotted Cow. Welcome to Sunless Sea. It's pretty dark in here. Is 20 whatever things a good price?
Don't know.
Echoes. Where's my money? Oh no, I only have 60.
Well, you may sell the spider silk, maybe?
I can't see where it... Ah, okay.
Music stopped, it's gone all quiet.
Yeah, that happens. Oh no!
What?
That was not the sell button, that was the jettison cargo button.
Oh,
Well, there goes the spider circuit.
maybe you can still pick it up. Lieutenant Lucan says, "Newt them!" Wait, no.
I can't pick it up anymore. I'm gonna go ram my ship into a crab.
Matthew says, "Try to barter for 15." I don't know if that's a thing.
It probably isn't, and it's too late now. I'm depressed because I've lost my only riches.
Well, more riches will come, Mia.
Not in the form of spider silk.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
No, it just comes in nightmares and horror. Without fuel, my ship is just an oddly shaped house located somewhere on the sea. And I don't really want to live there. This will disappear as soon as you have fuel if you're in a position to purchase some. Don't worry about it. I'm in no position to buy fuel. I'm not even sure if I can make it back home.
Mia is about to be stranded. Well, you know, it's like in true fashion. It's what Mia does. Oh, look, there's another port there, Mia.
Are we sure this is a port?
It's got one of those dim lights which says it's a port. I mean, sure, it might be a pirate port, but...
Ah! Alright, there are no shops
Oh.
available here. That's cool. I don't judge. I'll just carry on drifting. People are hungry. This is not going well.
Demiser of D says, "Do the event at Hunter's Keep." Riches can come in human souls, though. Bernie says, "Time for a restart." Yeah.
No, I'll be fine. I'll just go back to London and take out some sort of loan.
So welcome to the stream, Demiser.
Oh, hey!
What?
I'm back in London.
Okay.
It's awful here. I don't want to live here.
So we are doing a blind playthrough, and we started about 20 minutes ago. We don't know how to play the game. We're kind of panicking. Going half speed doesn't save any fuel. Aha. That's good.
Oh, does it not? Well, this guy's offering me help. Excuse me, I'm like right here at port. I'll be fine. I just need to make it to... Come on, guys, get out the paddles. I'll just wiggle myself over. There you go.
You know, Mir is desperate when he has to return to London. Suggest a restart, Mir, rather than...
It's fine.
No, Mir, don't put the viewers through it.
There you go, fine.
What's
I
that?
think I just lost half of my ship. I gave them
close.
salvage rights. Like, literally, the guys could have hopped off there and led that thing back to shore. I'm in pain. This game is painful.
So, for anybody, you could have chosen desperate measures to show other ways to get back.
Yeah, I probably should have read that. The revenue men. Her Enduring Majesty's Customer Service works closely with both the Ministry of Public Decency and the Masters of the Bazaar. Today they have selected you for an inspection. Don't cheek them. Let them do their worst. I mean, I've literally just lost half the ship. There's nothing they can do. I've got nothing to hide. This will also reduce my suspicion, if my suspicion is 5 or more. Vexed and frustrated, they roam your deck like wolves, they tear through your belongings like termites, but at last they leave. Menaces. Suspicion hasn't changed because it's lower than 5. Returning to London, the lights of London welcome you home. No, this isn't home, this is torture. This storylet only appears when you've been at sea for a little while. Collect messages from the harbour master. All the chatter and song on the dockside. It soothes the soul. Are there messages for you? What's this? Let's see. Something has changed underneath. Summer wants to sign on. And that's all for now. You now have one of this, another day, a free evening. And the Rose Market bustles on Rose's Wharf. Who will be here today? Oh, free gifts? I'm happy with that. A very
Free
fine
gifts from that guy.
Yes, a fine evening to you, Captain. My, what might you call Minter is very fond of adventurous sea captains, and he would like to offer you what you might call a dispensation, on account of he is so fond of sea captains. Behind the blind bruises on the dock stands a dray piled high with fuel and supplies. Ha ha! Okay, do make sure you have 15 points of space in the hold or come back later. Do I still have a hold? I might have just sold that off. Where's my hold button? Hold. No. Hold on, why do I have 4 sailors? When did that happen?
I don't know.
They'll point out that I'm really bad at this game. Where is my...
Well, you've only just opened it, Mira. You're allowed to be.
Oh, right. I might be out of cargo space.
Let's not jettison. Well,
I'm not jettisoning it. I'm just pointing out I have one open space and the rest is occupied by fuel. So I can't really accept this nice guy's gift. An urchin tugs my sleeve. I have needed a reliable agent, failing that an inventive one. Here are my requirements. An opportunity for profit. He has very specific needs, but he'll pay much better than the market rates, and he won't ask how you came by these things. An occurrence. Your objective, the venturous venture. Quality is now 1, a dream and a scheme. The venturer has a request. Speak to him further or check your journal. I will need your help. If he has made 2 requests, you can fill either one. 500 echoes for 7 peculiar fish corpses. A very fine price. Or something savage. I imagine you'll need to hunt things, fish things. 500 echoes for 7 pieces. I don't have any of them.
Okay. Yeah, Bernie's saying get the bigger ship. You need a bigger boat or rather a bigger hold.
Oh, you're funny. You're really funny. I barely have enough money to buy more fuel.
And Lieutenant Lucan was asking earlier about if we get stranded at sea, do we end up eating the crew? And he was wondering if he was right about eating your crew feature. And he says it's literally the second sentence in the game synopsis on Steam. Say we were hungry earlier.
Yeah, we
And
were.
then
We probably still are. That
disappeared.
reminds me. I probably need to buy food. Oh no, I can only buy 1 item of food, can I?
If Mir produces enough salt, he'd be able to increase the density of the world ocean and go to London on foot through the sea. Very good. Shouldn't you get the eye person to its home? Says Potato.
The eye person just wants to give me free stuff. Free stuff
No,
that I don't
not
have.
the eye person in the journal. The eye person on your crew. On your ship. Didn't they want to go somewhere?
You're so beautiful, she tells me dreamily. There are briars in your mouth. Her left eye pulses slowly. It's always difficult to know what she's actually seeing. I want to talk about steam and motion. I still see every coil of vapor. Spending a secret will improve your veils, but no higher than 50. What does she want? Why has she come to this state? The gal blighter wasp, you know it. Its children are in me. She smiles. I can't be sorry. I can see such things. She trails off, hungrily watching your face. What is she seeing? King's Eater's castle, she says. At last, rather breathily. Her hand goes up to her throat. I would like to see King's Eater's castle through these eyes before I go. King's Eater's castle can be found in the far southeast of the Untersea. Okay. I guess she won't pay us any money for that, will she? Okay, I need some food. Is supplies food? Oh, nice! I can buy 1 crate of food, please. The hunger's not going down.
Well, maybe it's...
Okay. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, but you have a little 1 symbol
Woo!
at the end now, so maybe once it reaches the bottom it goes back up to the top again and uses up the 1.
Oh no, I have
What?
1 hull.
Do you have any guns? Yes.
I'm not sure if I do, it's greyed out.
Oh.
Let's try on this guy.
Is that a guy? Or is it a station of some description? Because it's got one of those little parking spots.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, Demise the D says, press F as long as you're here. He probably said that while you were still there.
Oh, well. It's a lightship far from home. Its clear, bright beam warms the way. I could speak to the crew. They long for news of home, but apparently that's locked.
Yeah.
I need
probably
recent
didn't
news.
get any news.
Or I can purchase fuel. Perhaps not. Goodbye.
Bernie says, also, ever thought of selling anything?
I don't have anything to sell anymore
Oh.
after I dumped the spider silk.
F only does something while at sale. Actually, try out both F and H.
F goes to full power to the engines. And what does H do? I don't know what H does. Aha! It's the horn!
Oh, Mira will like the game much more now.
Oh, finally, the crabs. The crustacean men. I don't have a weapon! Oh, no, I do. It's fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, no. I'm fine. Never mind. Shipwrecked. Your ship founders. Their screams, a flood of dark water, the unforgettable sound of a ship's spine breaking. Slip beneath the waves. Perhaps you'll be remembered in song.
You had 1 HP.
Yeah, I was aware of that. This was as planned. Okay,
Right,
I'll
okay.
sleep now.
Well,
Well, that was the stream, everybody. Good night.
So now we've got an idea of how. The
No,
game
we
plays.
don't. Ah. Okay, we're Captain Mears.
Oh, hang on. Say no. There's tick boxes there. Which of those things do
Ah.
you want?
Ah, okay. Sorry, I realized that. Rival, retain 50% of their iron value and 1 weapon. Pupil, retain 50% of their mirrors value and 50% of their money. We didn't have any money. Salvager, retain 50% of their veils value and 50% of their money. Still didn't have any of that. Shipmate, retain 50% of their hearts value and 1 officer. Correspondent, retain 50% of their pages value and their chart.
Not sure we got any of those things. But I noticed that you're in the quit to title screen, but there's also a main menu. Can you sort of click on?
What? Why should I go with rival? Clearly, I want the maps. Right? Right?
Don't know.
Potato points out that the song will be about the fool who died fighting a crab and tossed his cargo into the unforgiving waters.
Bernie says rival because guns.
Oh, always the gun. No, I want the map. Everything begins and ends in fallen London. Okay, captain's making. Choose a past. Still a priest. Still want to go for immortality. Still a citizen. Still this guy. Still Captain Mir.
Did your message go through? The face palming did.
Right. Now, we can actually do something. I have no idea what all of these things are, but clearly we want a passenger. Agree to carry the anxious university student to Hunter's Keep. He has no money, so the other captains have no interest, but he's a passionate youth and promises that his studies on lawn flukes will be rewarding enough. Okay, I know where that is. He jumps for joy as you agree to take him aboard. Thank you. Please take me to Hunter's Keep right away. A lawn fluke, a full dead lawn fluke, washed ashore. I'm doing my thesis on them. Do you know they can digest human memory? And I may never have a better chance to study one up close. Okay.
Ah, damn Twitch chat. If you take the map, you don't get fragments for discovering what the prior captain discovered. Something to consider. We shall consider that next time.
Papalapap, I don't need fragments. I've got a map, unlike you fools. The Labyrinth of Tigers. Right. The Labyrinth of Tigers is open under the patronage of the London Zoological Society to cautious visitors for educational purposes. You may see the devil apes of Farm Mandalay, the thing in the mirror, the Cantigeisters, children, the gargantuan cave snake, the inhabitor of wolves, the hybrid fiend. And B, the management recommends that you arrange your exit well before closing time.
You can sell the advice for Captain's Book too. 50 free echoes.
What? How do I sell advice? How do I do that? Shops. No. Hold. Yes. Advice for captains. What does the say mean?
I say, well, yeah, that means sell.
It does! Oh, nice! This would fetch 50 echoes and fallen London. Nice! How do I...
Oh, right, okay. That means value. Assess the value.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Invictus token. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. I don't need that.
It was the second one in the shops tab.
Second one in the shops tab.
There.
Oh, ah, yes, of course.
The second one down. There.
Maybe I should read the book before I sell it, though.
Doesn't that reduce its value because it'd be no longer new?
Really?
Were you really going to read the book?
I don't know. On endings and beginnings, on exploration, on mercy, on machines and finding places to explore, on fighting, on stories, on terror, on news stories, and sell this book. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this book. Goodbye.
Hey,
Hold on, can we get any more?
fuel maybe? Since
I don't need
your
fuel.
propensity to
I don't
run
need
out
fuel, I'm
just
fine.
before you reach home.
Is there like a thing?
Like, what sort of thing? Like more...
Visit the Admiralty Survey Office. They'll pay for information from sea captains, find out what and how. Visit the university, hire one more crew, put your ship in the dry dock, offer passage to a tomb colonist. An emigrant will pay to be taken north to Venderbright. Or adopt a Blemigan Gallivanter. What's a Gallivanter?
A Gallivanter is somebody... is... Bernie says, at Demiser of D. You're new here, so let me warn you. These two don't do this whole listening to reason and accepting advice thing.
Oh, we do. We do. It just
Sometimes.
is mostly ill-advised advice that we take into consideration. We're very picky and choosy with that. I mostly listen to my own advice, that being the voices inside my head, usually represented by chat Sal is reading out.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm trying to say that you people are part of my madness. Okay, tomb colonist, let's go! It's oddly difficult to die in fallen London, but when a Londoner is too tatty and wretched to live, they wrap themselves in bandages and take ship for the tomb colonies. Your crew cart these ones aboard in padded coffins. They'll sleep there until the journey is done. The tomb colonist is in your hold. Take them north to the colony of Venderbright and sell them... sell them there! Yes!
How about also finding out about the Admiral office there?
Yes, sure. Hello. They'll pay for information from sea captains. Find out what and how. The Admiralty's picket fleets and intelligence networks are long gone. The survey office pays sea captains a small sum for recent information. Visit investigate ports to gain port reports and trade them in here. The first time you trade in a port report, you'll gain it Admiralty's favor. Ask if there's anything in particular they need. Well, if we can be assured of your discretion... This port. Speak to our agent there in return. We'll see that you're rewarded. Visit the port below and return to London. You can check the details in your journal at any time. Retrieve strategic information from Gadas Mern in the Corsair Forest, somewhere not far from home waters.
I'm not sure what this is in relation to, but Bernie said, at Carrot, meaning Mia, no thank you, I'd rather choose eternal loneliness over that. Spotted Cow says, I am a voice, and my work is to make Mira an East German. To which Bernie says, hey! And Lieutenant Lucan says about us is that we would completely miss out on all the important stuff, but they would absolutely name a whole civilization over pizza and create after pizza and create a deep lore and aesthetic for it because of a dumb chat joke. Bernie points out that it's his job to make Mira an East German, if anybody's. But Spotted Cow is offering to lend his help to Bernie. to
I
turn
thought the
Mia
spotted
East
cow
German.
was trying to convince me of the validity of Swedish meatballs.
Anyway, shall we continue with the game?
No.
Yeah.
On a side note, just to explain, but also I assume would rather choose eternal loneliness over being a voice inside Mia's head.
And Tammy says, and I am the voice that says, ew.
Ew. Thank you. Can I speak with a higher authority? No, I don't really want that. I'll leave. Goodbye. Out into the foggy street. Turn your collar up. Well, I've done that. Causing the little that's locked. I need stuff for that. Hire more crew. I don't need more crew. Put your ship. Adopt. Okay, fine. I'm good to go. Off we go.
Oh, look at that nice big boat there.
Yeah, I don't want it. I'm fine and happy. Right, I already forgot all
We
the
gotta go
things
to
I
the
wanted to
Hunter's Keep.
Yeah, there was Hunter's Keep, yes,
And
and
then
there was
somewhere to
also...
the north, the corpse place.
And there was a third one that the Admiralty's office wants, which is somewhere around here. I forgot what that was called. Oh, Hunter's Keep is right up there. Do I have a log of all my things that I need to do somewhere? Oh... objectives. Liberate the secrets of... No. An Admiralty Commission retrieves strategic information from Gator's Moor in the Corsair Forest. Have I passed that already? Gator's Moor. Gator's Moor. It sounds familiar. Apparently I have not. That's alright, we'll just go to Hunter's Forest. We don't need no lights.
Why don't we need lights?
They cost us fuel.
Do they?
I hope
Oh,
so.
Hunter's Keep's just there.
Yeah, I know. It's like right around the corner.
The Admiralty.
Admiralty.
No, Admiralty.
Admiralty. Admiralty. Oh, hold on. I'm tossing
I
in too
prefer
many morals.
Admiralty.
I prefer the Miral Mere. Aha! A quiet isle is a grand old house on top of it. A hump of dark rock swathed in mist like 100 other undersea islands. Inspect the lawn fluke with the anxious university student. It lies on the shore just beyond a hill. You can just make out the fluke spikes over the grass. The anxious student rushes by you, whooping but the stops on the hilltop. On the shore, standing before the mass of dead needles, is a drowny in Nuntian postal uniform. He glowers up at you. "This is not where the fluke belongs," the drowny cries in a plummy voice. "It is to be taken elsewhere. It already has a delivery label. That means I have to deliver it." The student sneers. "Sot your label! Help me haul the beast to Station 3. My advisor at the college has arranged room here for its dissection and study. My work will benefit us all." Who will the corpse go to? Ugh, gross. Transport the lawn fluke to Station 3 or transport the lawn fluke to Nuncio. After all, it's already labelled.
We know where Station 3 is. But also, Lieutenant Lucan said, "I forgot to mention it last time, but I've recently had a dream about finding a girlfriend in some village environment, and then Mia came and took her for himself. That was unfair." And it was the second goddamn time. Bernie says, "Mia would never do that. However, I would totally do that in a Mia disguise. We should really add an evil laugh after that. Would you like to do an evil laugh, Mia?"
Hold on, but Isabel also laugh, so... That's totally what he sounds like.
A bear wouldn't sound like a witch.
Yeah, but a bear also wouldn't
much more
laugh.
of a mwah, ha, 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 ha.
No. Bear also wouldn't laugh. He'd just do... Wah!
That sounded more like a swan.
Yeah, sorry, I can't do bears at the moment. Anyway, nobody has told me where to go now. I mean, I know where Station 3 is, but taking it to Nuncio sounds like money.
Okay.
Somebody tell me.
Well, we'll let chat decide. Station 3 or Nuncio? I'm not sure if it's Nuncio or Nuncio. I'm guessing Nuncio. I'm unsure how I would react if Sal sold your girlfriend. Stole
Station
my
3
girlfriend.
it is.
If I did have one.
Why would Sal steal her?
I'd probably just buy her. I'm not really into stealing.
Why would you? You already have a full closet. You can't have more. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Captain Meir says, because I didn't do the voice correctly. Loaded with extreme caution, the lawn fluke is tight by a very reluctant sailors to drag behind your stern. On your deck, the anxious student twitches with delight. I can't believe that we have it! I'm just... His hands tighten on the railing. The drowny postman stares up at you both. It's natural for corpses to grimace, but when the corpse is still alive and is actively upset at you, it is additionally distressing. A drowny is a corpse that's still alive? Good to know. Hunter's Keep. Should I present myself at the house while I'm here? I could also walk in the gardens, or I could reconnoitre the islands. Or spy in the house.
I think we pronounce that I was going to say reconnoitre, but I'm not sure.
Well, let's go up to the door and have a knock. Knock, knock. It's me, Captain Meir. A maid with smouldering topaz eyes shows you into the parlour where the 3 young women wait. A visitor, the youngest cries. The next youngest chuckles. The eldest sighs. Do excuse the indecorum, she says. Visitors are rare. You're very welcome. I am Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe. The cheerful one is Lucy. You're in good time for lunch. Will you join us? I have acquainted with the Sisters of Hunter's Keep. A tiny breeze stirs my hair and dies. My hair dies?
Bernie says I really should bully Mir into accepting a voice chat from me just so he can bask in the glory of my manly voice. Tammy says, could you imagine a voice chat with all of us that would send anyone over the edge? Potato says, my voice sounds like Squidward with a cold when I listen to it through speakers or a headphone. Like the Talisman stream, except even more chaotic. It wasn't Talisman, it was the, I can't remember the name of the game that we played. Was it Talisman?
Yeah, it was
Talisman. Yeah.
A hump of dark rocks swathed in mist, like 100 other undersea islands, but here's a grand house, windows aglow, lawns impossibly green and lush in the full starlight, raked gravel paths. You stand on the dock as the sea nudges the ship's sides. An unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. I could luncheon with the sisters, Cynthia, I could lunch with the sister Lucy, or I could lunch with the sister Phoebe. Cynthia's the eldest, melancholy, pensive, occasionally dramatic. Lucy's the middle sister.
Like
she's sunny, restless, prone to giggles.
That sounds like me.
And Phoebe is soft-voiced, watchful, and unpredictable.
That sounds like Spotted Cow.
What? I don't think the spotted cow would be soft-voiced. It's a cow. They're very loud. Have you listened to them? So do we have any preferences in chat?
I think Cynthia suits your personality most.
Fine, then. Cynthia grasps my arm and whispers to you. Her eyes are wide and blue. Her hair is wild and tangled. Bats might nest in it. It seems to you that you're sitting on a hillside above a wide blue lake, listening to a story of a murder, an axe, a net, blood on the scented water. Another chop, Cynthia asks. You've barely touched your food. Here, I'll have the mate wrap something up for you. You can't be hungry. It's not safe to be hungry. I've gained 1 terror. New total is 2. I'm a bit wary. And I have now gained 1 tale of terror. And that's all for now. I've also gained 1 supplies. Nice. And I'm acquainted with the Sisters of Hunter's Keep. I've lost 20 hunger. Neat. Can I come by in the future for some lunch?
Yeah, it sounds like it's a lunch of terror, but still lunch.
And I've now got Salt's attention. That sounds like me. Right. Station 3. Station 3 is there. And if we cross through here, we might be able to find the other thing we were looking for, which was... No. Yes. Gator's Morn. Onwards! We don't need lights.
Oh, and don't forget that you were supposed to go due north or far to the north or something?
Yeah, eventually. Let me explore the area I already know.
Okay.
Speaking about nightmares, that, was it Lieutenant Lucan who had the nightmare about me? Speaking about nightmares, Sal recently had a very interesting nightmare.
Oh, the one about the spiders and the kittens.
Yes, please. Would you like to summarize? Because I'm fascinated with the odd defense mechanism your mind came up with.
We probably haven't got time for the full story, but it ended up with me being not in a scary house of spiders, more of a fascinating house of spiders, but it was still a house of spiders and spider webs nonetheless. But my nightmare threw in a bunch of kittens to chase the spiders. Obviously, which Mira's has decided is a defense mechanism.
I mean, you have to... She didn't explain it properly.
No. Well, I didn't think we'd have very long.
The kittens started multiplying the more spiders there were in her dream. Like, it started with just 1 kitten on a chair, then suddenly it's 2 in a hammock, and then it's just an entire floor full of kittens. Like, it's the one thing her dream did to get rid of the dreadful spider experience.
And it wasn't a dreadful spider experience. It was just that because spiders, they're not exactly my favourite animal, but I really, really, really dislike webs. They make webs make my skin crawl. I hate the touch of webs. It's like I can't stand the touch of cotton wool either, or steel wool. It's just it's like the Brussels sprouts of sensations.
Right.
Go kitten rangers. Yeah, and it was so. Sure enough, my dream did just throw more and more kittens because what happened was there was a sort of adult-sized house spider. House spiders are not huge, and it wasn't scary or anything, but and then it got bigger because it was pregnant, and then it let all its babies go, and so there was an awful lot of little tiny baby spiders around the place. And the more baby spiders there were, the more kittens appeared in the house, chasing all the spiders in a sort of funny, playful, kitteny kind of way. Lieutenant Lucan says, there was another dream where a girl came to my house and we were drinking tea and stuff, and then I had to go to that creepy house from Resident Evil 7 to save her with those creepy Americans. Tater says, don't you hate it when you're just walking and you hit full in the face with that one strand of spider silk and your brain just goes full Panic at the Disco? Yeah. And Spotted Cow says, I know the feeling, Sal. I hate steel wool. I can't eat candy floss either, or cotton candy in America. Even as a kid, it wasn't that it was too sweet. It's too sweet for me now. Wasn't too sweet for me then. It was the texture. Ew, it's like eating cotton wool.
Station 3. We may infer a Station 1 and a Station 2. We may conjecture a Station 4, even. Machinery hums behind high steel walls. Up the hill there are visible outlines of warehouses and a building with a spire, but the lamps are low where they burn at all, and your ship the only one in harbour. Deliver the lawn fluke and observe the student's experiment. He's terribly excited and requests your steadying presence to ensure he maintains the appropriate scientific detachment. After careful setup, the shed is empty, saving a rare writing desk and the gigantic mass of needles. The anxious student snaps off the tip of one and twirls it in between his fingers. I hypothesize that the flukes have a method of absorbing and storing our lived experiences. It follows, therefore, that there should exist a means of transmitting, reliving that experience, like so. He stabs the needle through his palm, his eyes dull. Is that the student talking? You heard Captain Harris, sailor. Target the Orgadai and fire torpedoes, and if you hit one of the lawn flukes, then by God and Her Majesty, I will put you out of the airlock and let the spiny bumble dudes take you. He awakens from the reverie a moment later, beaming. That will do. Pass me your notes. I'll carry on the experiment from here. I've witnessed history. I now have 2 extraordinary implications. I could train my telescope on shore. Might be best to get a look from distance. Sure. Church, or something else? I stand high on the high point of my ship and look to shore. There's a steepled building on the horizon, by far the largest thing in sight. No cross marks, the top of it, nor any other symbols I can recognize. I now have 1 A-port report for Station 3.
Oh, maybe you can sell that information.
I could try the gate. The only way past the walls is an unimposing but sturdy-looking gate of triple-barred silvery metal. A sign beside it reads, Deliveries. Or I could search for signs of other visitors, which is a high-risk challenge. Let's not upset them. The metal is steel-hard and icy cold to the touch. Attempts with chisels and crowbars fail. Perhaps if you could bring the ship's gun to bear, but no, that would be a bit rude. You can't just fire on someone's door. If you return with a certain delivery, the gate will be open. You'll know if you find it. Alright, fine. Let's move on. Map.
Lieutenant Lucan's dream continues. After I went crime and punishment on the old mutated lady in the house with an axe, I finally found the girl. And then I woke up. I blame Americans. and Tammy says, Lucan, on behalf of all Americans, I blame them too. And let's see, Bernie has sent me a picture of a nice cake to distract me, which is a chocolate cake covered in spider webs.
I've seen worse.
my dislike of spider webs is easily swamped by my liking of chocolate cake. Yes, I would eat a chocolate cake that had a picture of a spider web and a spider on it. Cotton candy just sticks to your face and it's disgustingly sweet, and then it just feels dirty. Lieutenant Lucan says there's a saying in Russia that goes like that. The Russian man has 2 questions. What should I do? And who do I blame? So to keep to traditions, I decide to blame Americans. And Potato says, Sal's next nightmare, spider dinos. Lieutenant Lucan says it totally makes sense. There's definitely things other than spider dinos. The spiders are not really... It's the webs rather than the spiders themselves. The spiders fall into the category of creepy crawlies, as in, I don't really mind them as long as they're not in my bed or my bath or my face. Sort of thing. You know, they're okay if they're in their space and... Yeah, I think something like dino wasps would probably be much worse. Really don't like wasps. I even squeal like a girl if there's a bee in the room. What's that floating spot? Aha, we're about to find out. Ooh, it's a bit tough, isn't it?
It didn't like that. Oh no!
Ooh, wow.
Bloody survived. The gilliflower. Is it a young jellyfish? A lesser subspecies? Do the dreams of jellyfish become real? In any case, now it's a sad slick of goo dissolving into the sea. Scoop it up. Perhaps you can eat it. Better yet, perhaps your sailors can. Or let it disperse. Watch its oil rainbow colours fade.
You got room in your hull? Because you can pick it up, you can always jettison it, can't you?
No, I want to look at it. The face. From above, the gilliflower's cap does look a little bit like a woman's face. She dissolves like smeared paint. Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah.
I've got another sea story. Neat. Oh, crab cake! Finally.
How are you doing on fuel, Mir?
Poorly. I've only got 3 barrels left.
Does that mean you need to go get some?
Not quite. I'm still, like, in range of London.
So you're going to wait until you're out of range of London before you go get fuel?
Yes, that's the spirit.
That's the
Also,
way
I haven't
Nidd does
found
things.
Venderbright yet. What's
Mir's
this
ultimate nightmare, naked East German spiders.
Hornman Stag and Tannock Chook. What's this region called? I can't see that yet.
What was the name of the corpse place? It had a name.
Venderbright. It's not here. I imagine it's still further north.
You're going to call in at the dock while you're here. See
I
what
mean,
they
I might
do.
as well. Just
Oops.
that was intentional. You know, a welcoming BAP. Show them who's boss. The trouble with tomb colonists. You've brought this decaying emigrant north. Now what? Oh, hold on. This is Venderbright? I didn't think so. Is it? The new Jonah. Your passenger stands somberly by the rail. Salt sent me a dream, she insists. You must find my father. A fisherman's tale. Salt tells me that you'll find my father. Hold on, that's still the woman. Salt tells me that you'll find my father in the belly of a monstrous eel. Gods never lie. Gods never lie, huh? That seems optimistic, but if she's right, she'll reward you for a father's return. Open a monstrous eel.
Just to let you know, that was actually a reasonably good old Scottish woman's voice.
Can you tell me what I did? I forgot what I did. No, what did? Why did
You did a Scottish accent for the first time in your life, like you've always wanted to do.
Tomb colonies. If you die and fall in London, they come here instead. Provide what you've promised, the tomb colonists of Venderbright have few pleasures remaining. Don't have the thing yet. The tomb colony of Venderbright. On deck, you can hear the sounds that 1,000 bandaged dead make as they shuffle and cuff. Sounds like a place for me, to be honest.
Maybe not that voice while you've got a cold beer.
I'm dying. What's the burning man doing here? No, that's a corpse we had in our cargo hold the entire time.
Yeah. The corpse that's not yet dead.
Kinda, like me. Explore Venderbright. Here they favour candlelight over gaslight. The shadows are swagged like cobwebs. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculptures until they laugh or cuff. One building in 3 seems abandoned. A serpent image. Here a sailor shouts. Here a sailor shouts. There's something nestled in the mossy crook of a grey leaf tree. A wooden serpent, lacquered with black and red and yellow. Its eyes are garnered flakes. That'll fetch a good price at the bazaar, the sailor observes. But it has a cursy look, points out another. I could leave it. I could take it anyway. But I could take it and reward the sailor who find it. We don't want to steal things from the cemetery around here, so we'll just leave it because we're sensible people. But we'll unlock a memoir. Finger King's footsteps, no more than 1. A 0. Whatever. Approving murmurs. Let it rot. Oh, hold on, that was me. Let it rot. No, that's not me. Let it rot, I cry. Heathen thing. The crew raise a muted cheer, although the sailor who found it looks disappointed. I lost 1 terror. Neat. Well done, ass. What else can we do in Venderbright? Visit the first curator. Sea captains. The first curator gives audience. The first curator is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonies. It has been here much longer than London, like all the oldest tomb colonists. But even tomb colonists dissolve in the end. Its tie is close. Or I could gather gossip.
Oh, gathering gossip sounds like a good thing. You probably get news and things there.
Along the coasts of the Undersea, it's remarkably hard to die. The decrepit and nearly dead who leave London become tomb colonists and settle here in bandaged peace. Decrepit. But they don't give up their ties to home or their politics. You gather a haul of complex clues enough to keep your contacts in London interested. I now have 1 of this, a port report, Venderbright. I can give that back to the Admiralty. Admiralty.
Yeah,
guys.
Admiralty.
Right. The first curator's mans. No more light, the obsequious steward cautions you. The curator is terribly afraid of moths. He opens the door and you step into near darkness. A pair of luminous lamplighter bees buzz in latticed ivory tubes. There's no other source of light. A bandaged shape no larger than a child lies crumpled on a couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of the bees. Listen to a whispered request, ask about the Grand Sanatorium, accept the commission, or just leave him.
Should we listen to the request?
Sea Captain, silk skin. Not much left of me. I will go into the Grand Sanatorium. Bring me colours. 7 colours. Pay well.
7 colours.
Cosmon, Irigo, Pelegine, Stuart House, List. Find them here and there across the white Black Sea.
Right, we listen to him. Shall we ask him about the sanatorium even though it
Yeah.
hurts him to talk? Like me. One hears the name whispered here and there in the arcades of Venderbright. What is the Grand Sanatorium?
Oh,
A long, low chuckling.
silkskin. You don't want to know.
The chuckling becomes a cough.
You're gonna die.
We don't die here below. Not unless we go to sea. So we need something else. Somewhere to end.
Okay.
I guess that's the Grand Sanatorium. Accept the commission. Thank you. This poor flesh thirsts for colours, I guess. I remark myself, not the dead guy, because clearly they didn't indicate that he was talking. No more words. It collapses, rustling back onto the couch. Even the effort of speaking seems to have diminished it a little. The audience is over. As the door opens, it shrinks from the finger of light that reaches across the floor. Outside, the obsequious steward nods. The book? Yes, the book. He hands me a slim illustrated volume. The curator is old as dust, to be honest. We will all be grateful once he's gone, and if you can do him this one last favour before it gets to that. I have now one of this, the Neath bow. I also have a page from the Nether bow, and one page of the Cosmo. I've got lots of pages, basically.
You have.
And I can't do anything else.
Okay.
Right, so shop. I probably need new fuel barrels.
Oh, good. I approve. Here's a random question from Lieutenant Lucan. Do
Yes.
you guys know anything about the SCP Foundation universe?
I'm aware of its existence. I'm aware that they've got spooky monsters holed up in some weird, enormous prison akin to what we were doing in Lobotomy Corporation. I guess Lobotomy Corporation might have been inspired by the SMP Foundation. And there's one particular popular game about a weird clay statue that kind of looks like a naked guy with a very large head in a room that snaps necks. That's apparently very popular.
And I hadn't even heard of it. But there you go. Bernie says, at Sal, so do you concede defeat? Or do you still subscribe to the illusion that you are a better hospital administrator than I? Yeah, why
The
have you been...
leaderboard clearly states that she is. Where do I repair my thing?
We shall have a look tomorrow.
Oh, I'm out of tomb colonists.
You can't. You've got none to sell. Shop. The shop tab. If you.
I am in the
you're
shop
on the shop
tab.
tab.
Do I need to buy new food? I have
I mean, there's
3.
your fuel one there.
Yeah, I get another fuel one, fine. It's not in the shipyard, is it?
Oh, look at that available. Sorry,
Yeah, I
what were
don't
you
have
looking
the
for,
money
Mira?
for that.
That was kind of
The repair option. I've got hull damage. Where do I repair my hull?
Shipyard, maybe.
I've just been to the shipyard. How many times do you want me to go back? It's fine. I don't need it. Goodbye. Where wanted I go next?
Will I be streaming 2 Point Hospital tomorrow? Yes, I'll be streaming 2 Point Hospital tomorrow.
Tomb colonists. Open a monstrous eel. Okay. Retrieve strategic information from Gatus Mern. Liberate the secret of immortality. I guess I'll go find Gatus Mern.
Lieutenant Lucan says, I'm asking Witcher about the SCP Foundation universe because one of the creepy things they contain is creepy sentient spiders. And the twist? They're communist sentient spiders.
To be fair, I feel like most of the weird monsters that the SCP Foundation quote-unquote captures are just getting really silly. Like, you've got weird obscure toasters or something.
Why did... Oh, pirate ship. Has he got more hull than you, though?
I have no idea.
Oh! He got the first shot in. You need to get the second shot in.
Ooh. It's fine, I've got him now.
Oh, well
Loot
done,
and
mate.
scuttle the ship.
Well played.
She's a vile old vessel, and these seas aren't safe.
Take what you can and move on. Lean pickings. I've finished opening a cache of curiosities. Some sort of barrel. I can tap the bung carefully. It's a cask of wine. In the flaring light, it's sea dark, but the taste is the darkness of autumn. Mushroom wine, an acquired taste perhaps, but once you've acquired it, who would go back to grapes? Nasty little bubbles of goo grapes. Hooray us!
I'm sold on trying it, at least.
What was that? fallen stone. Now and then, rocky fragments fall from the roof of the Neath. The decks of older ships are poked with scars. The sound is one no landlubber knows and no sailor will ever forget. This one has smashed the glass of a deck binnacle. Ill omen, one sailor cries. The god of the roof! Storm is angry! Do nothing. Storm, one of the three nameless gods of the sea. An absurd superstition. Or to make a sacrifice to avert misfortune. I'm not going to give away my crate because a stone fell on my head.
And Bernie says, take what you can, give nothing back.
I've taken the wine. Mutters of disapproval. They want you to offer wine and fish to appease the god, or the god will be cross. Well, sod them, you're in charge, and they're not proposing to pay for the wine. I've just found the wine, I'm not going to give that away. Apparently that made people terrified. Well, screw them, I can throw them overboard if I wanted to.
That looks like bad things.
A bat swarm? Oh heavens, oh heavens, oh heavens.
That's going to take a lot of shooting, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
Problem solved. A bat swarm defeated. I could gather up the corpses, or I could dispose of the corpses. This will slightly reduce terror. Or they could be succulent with stolen blood. Let's eat some bats, everybody! An unorthodox diet. Those little bones are troublesome, and the flesh a little gamey, but salt them well enough, and they're quite edible. I've gained a bit of terror, but that's all right. I'm leaving the lamps on for them. I'm a kind captain.
Bernie's giving us an ew. Lieutenant Lukin says the idea is that monsters are not necessarily creepy or deadly, they're just plain weird. Like me, I am Toaster. That can only be referred to in first person. I am weird. Oh, Bernie says Mary Osborne. Very good. What was our mission again? We had to find colours.
I'm finding Morn's Gaines Morn.
Was there some other... What were our other objectives? And did they have a dockyard?
Hold on. Find Gator's Moon and open a monstrous eel.
Ah.
And there was also the weird colour thing, but, you know. In the meantime, I had a very bizarre dream myself, which kinda can be translated into a very interesting game mechanic, or maybe even just something as simple as a Minecraft mod. At least the original dream played out as a Minecraft mod. Basically, you have a group of like 5 to 10 people, and the basic game premise is that your spaceship crash lands on some sort of very weird and limited world. In this case, it was something like a 1,000 by 1,000 block wide world. Is this Wenderbright again? It still is Wenderbright. Let's head down to London again. But along shore, just to get everything out of the way. And basically, as soon as you land there, and your original spacecraft is destroyed in the crash landing, the world starts to decay for some reason, as in, it slowly shrinks and more blocks are being removed from the world, from the outside towards the center. And basically, you have something like 5 hours before the entire world is going to decompose away into nothingness, and you somehow need to build a rocket ship, a very particular one, to escape the world before it comes to that. And it sounded very interesting when I was
Yeah.
dreaming it up.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just
What? An
fascinated.
offer of assistance? No, thank you. I have enough fuel. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was distracted by your fuel, thinking, is it once it goes to 0, or is it like while it's still at 1?
No, that's the fuel reserves. That's what I
Right.
currently have in the tank. Returning to London. The lights of London welcome you home. This storylet only appears when you've been at sea for a little while. Collect a message from the harbour master. All the chatter and song of dockside, it soothes the soul. Are there messages for you? Well, let's see. Something has changed underneath. Someone wants to sign on, and that's all for now. I also have one of this, another day, a free evening, and the Rose Market bustles on Rose's Wharf. Who will be there today? I can consider a specialist surgeon. She's staying at a respectable boarding house near the docks and has made it known that she's available for work. Yeah, but if I employ her, they want to eat more food, so no thank you. Plus, I don't need a surgeon, I'm fine. Can I repair my ship here?
Can you afford a new ship?
I can't. New ships are at least 1,000.
Ah.
And that's the same class as the one I'm having. It needs something like 3,000
Can you
monetary
sell
value
any of the
units to
stuff
get.
you've got?
What do I have? I've got the wine. Shops. Who buys wine? 1 cask of mushroom wine will sell for 20 thingies, which is about 1 fuel barrel. What a meager accomplishment. I need to make money somehow quick, otherwise I'll run out of stuff soon. Oh, I don't want to sell my deck gun, heavens no. We are clay. I could sell a clay guy for 300 things. I also don't want to sell my engine. Or my light. Where do I repair my ship? Can somebody Google that for me, please?
I can Google that for you.
Sorry about that. I'm currently slowly dying. Well, what's new in London? Visit the Admiralty's office. Sell my ship for fuel. Yes, let's just drift around on the fuel barrels. Then again, they'll be full, so they won't drift very well. So might as well sell the fuel too and just keep the barrels.
At the dry dock in London.
Aha! Ah, well. Let's visit the Admiralty's survey office.
Apparently, you can also do it at sea. If your hull is above 50%, you can trade supplies for 5 points of hull.
That sounds more like an emergency measure, so no thank you. Plus, I'm no longer over 50. Ahem. What have the nearly dead been up to? Well, here's a report of Venderbright. I've got 10 echoes. Nice. Also, here's a report from Station 3. Oh, heavens! They like Station 3. Excuse me, just let me call a colleague in. This is my colleague, Mr. Feline, of the Ministry of Public Decency. Mr. Feline, this good captain report is here. If you would care to... Yes, the fire's already lit. Let us... There we go. Now only ashes remain and might have caused such a lot of trouble. Have they burnt my report? Thank you, Captain.
Ooh.
We appreciate your discretion. Here is your payment. You need not trouble yourself further in this affair.
Oh.
Alright, fine. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Oh, I could retire.
Oh yeah, Bernie Bear points out it's 50%, not 50 points.
Oh, is it? Fair point.
49 is indeed less than half of 75, which is my kind of maths.
Visit the university. The university has an inexhaustible appetite for secrets, sea specimens, and other tidbits of esoteric lore. Provide a secret to prove yourself worthy of entry, or visit the Rose Market.
You've got a go button on the university. Maybe...
I know. I could also hire more crew. And a new recruit who awaits my attention. Someone wants to sign on. On later visits, different officers will sometimes be available. If there's more than one choice, you can choose one per visit. Engage an officer, the irrepressible cannoneer.
Are you looking for a gunner? I'm looking for a ship. Here are my references. Here are more references. Here's my design for a whistling shell. Here's my colleague. He'll stay on shore. Here's my hand. Will you take it?
Or engage an officer, the sigil-ridden navigator.
Let me guide your ship. I know all the sea. How it was, how it will be. Please, the headaches only stop when I'm working.
And engage a sailor. What desperate desire has led this one to sign on? Who cares? They are very keen. Consequently, they're also very cheap. I already have like 8 crewmen, so I'm fine. Perhaps not. I'm good for the moment. Again, more people just means more people to feed, and I don't have space for that sort of thing. Where was the university thingy? Oh yeah, visit the university. Quite impressed. Oh yes, the university's maritime liaison whispers breathily. Oh yes, this is quite a tasty one. Let me explain it to you. She, or he, explains it, teeth glinting. I've lost one secret. My new total is 1. A twist in your tale. You're now Favors Antiquarian. And I've gained 1 pages, a new total of 26. The Alarming Scholar. The Alarming Scholar is mercurial, to say the least. A creature of sudden moods and provoking teeth. Possibly her. Is it her? Appointments as University Maritime Liaison was precautionary to keep his razor-sharp enthusiasm from causing too many injuries in the faculty. Yes, the scholar whispers breathily. I have a budget for acquisitions. What have you brought me? If you have any knowledge of items that the scholar will buy, then they'll appear below. I have a sea story. I can offer the scholar an extraordinary implication, or I could leave the university. I do have the history bit. Oh, what a tantalizing crumb. I will place it with the others. One day I will have enough. I've lost 1 extraordinary implication. A new total is 1. I've also gained 250 echoes. Ooh, nice. We're moving up in the world. I also have a sea story. How much do we get for that? Thrilling. Let me hear every detail. First, I must find my fountain pen. Oh, how regrettable. It has a spider impaled on the rib. Excuse me, let me... Oh, good heavens, it's still alive. Pass me that volume of Gibbon. There we go. Do you have another pen? I've lost 1 sea story. That was my last one.
But you got 10 echoes.
But I have another extraordinary implication, and that brings in money.
Yes.
I've earned enough echoes to buy better equipment for my ship. Click on the shops tab. A new engine or deck weapon would be good first purchase. Well, let's leave the university. Goodbye. Where was the engine? Ah, there you go. The Ilion is an outdated model, but it'll get you where you need to go. Engine power plus 1000. Okay. So it just goes quicker. It's not more fuel efficient. That's not really what I need. I do need more fuel, though. And maybe more supplies. Right.
And you could have a look around at the dockyard and see if, as well as fixing your ship, maybe they will... Not the shipyard, the dry dock.
Oh yeah, of course.
Which I think... Is it a different place?
Like put
further
your ship
around
in
the
dry
coast?
dock.
Aha.
For repairs or sometimes other purposes. Repairs needed. If you've done good work, the Admiralty will issue you with a book of little chitties. What's that?
It's like little bits of paper.
This will exchange 1 point of Admiralty favour for 2 to 3 fuel, which is a modest challenge. Oh, I need 4 favour with the Admiralty. I only have 2 at the moment. Leadbeaten, Stainrod Shipyard. L&H will do you a fair job for a decent price, but they have a reputation for cutting corners. If you're badly damaged and short of money, this is worth a go. Cottrell and Hasthatch Shipyard. C&H has a reputation for reliable work for a slightly higher price. Unlocked with 100 echoes. I have 590. 75 echoes. Admiralty Yachts. You may call in some of your Admiralty favours to have cheap, good quality work done on your ship. Oh, 25 echoes, but it would cost me 3 Admiralty favours. Or good enough for now. Or employ Ratter's Faber engineers. The Rats of Fallen London are remarkably skilled engineers and they know ships well. They're not, however, reliable. Payment is in kind, not currency. This will repair some of your hull. How much? Difficult to say. A matter of luck. Pretty good odds. Your luck quality gives you a 70% chance of success. Unlock with no more than 0 wretched Mog. Unlock with 3 supplies. Oh, they want supplies. Unlock with a hull no more than 74.
So how much was 3 food to buy?
60.
So
in theory, they're cheaper than the cheap servers up here, but it's dependent on luck.
Bernie says, I have a secret. Sal is abandoning the Nidd to play with the big boys. No.
How's the secret she announced that on Monday?
I'm not abandoning the Nidd, though.
Oh, you do have another secret.
I do have another secret that you don't know yet.
That's because you only generated the secret yesterday.
Yeah, I only confirmed the secret yesterday.
Are you going to tease it?
Yeah, totally. That should be a big reveal for Saturday.
Oh. You're not teasing it properly if you're just saying, yep, something's big going up on Saturday.
It's fine. It will be enough of a thing of itself.
Oh, fine then. I don't know which one to go with. Let's go with the... I mean, it is only like 25 points. Let's go with the cheap option. All shall be well. And all manner of things shall be well, probably. I've lost 75 echo, and occurrence, my hull quality is now 68! I shouldn't have gone with the cheap guys. Farewell.
Well, your hull was only a maximum of 70-something, 75 in the first place, wasn't it?
I guess, but still.
Not like
Where
it was
is
up
Morna's
68%.
gain? Probably down there.
As long as Sal isn't getting the replacement artist, I don't see any problems with her secrets or who she hangs with. And Lieutenant Lucas says, oh God, is it going to be more food metaphors? Oh, I forgot about the food metaphors. If I can think of a suitably obscure food metaphor, I'll let you know. Oh look, there's a thing to shoot there, Mia, if you wish to. Can you see under the water? Oh, actually, right in front of you. Oh, there's two of them.
Ah, warning shot warded it off. Why aren't my weapons charging? This is not good. Why aren't my weapons charging?
Don't know. Shouldn't you run over the red stuff though to pick up the remains of the crab?
Now my weapon's charging. This must have been a bug of some sort. Well, that was upsetting. I just lost the majority of my hull repairs.
Exvidius, hello! Who says, I can see merely now the rain is gone.
Was that some sort of pun with my name? Do you think you're funny? Well, fine. I need to butcher it for supplies because basically I've lost everything. Actually, now that I think about it, it might actually be cheaper to use supplies to repair my ship. If I only get some weird chance to do so at the dock. A crap full of conundrums. You set to work with your knives and assets. It is an undistinguished adolescent specimen, a megalops of one of the deep-sea crab species, but its eyes, normally vestigial in these troglodytic beasts, are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now, although sparks leap now and then to your knife. You succeeded in the Pages challenge. The higher the quality, the higher the chance of success. I've got 25 fragments, a new total of 79 for dissecting a crab. You've taken care of the crustacean menace again.
Yeah. We just got a quick blip from Elgato there saying no signal. Bernie says, don't wiggle the cables!
I didn't wiggle the cables. I don't even know how this happens.
Lieutenant Lucan says, can someone please explain the rain is gone quote? There's the song, I can see... What is it? I nearly said merely again there. Then, yeah. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. It'll be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. I have no idea who sung that or how old it is, but it's at least 1980s, maybe 1970s.
I've discovered the Cumian Canal,
No.
which apparently leads to the surface again. Oh, the crustacean menace is coming back for more, I see. Don't you dare. Oh no, he dares!
Oh, nice shot.
Let's butcher it for more supplies. I've lost 36 hunger.
Nice.
Are
That-
you a pirate?
That looks like a fast little ship. Johnny Nash, 1970. Aha.
Oh, they're not upset at me, so I guess there's no need for battle.
Except they've just gone underwater.
Oh, ghost ships. That's going to be neat.
Unless it's like a submarine? Or a submarine? Because I can see something in the water next to you that looks like it's going to pop up.
The Gianotti Harbour.
Naughty. Sounds like a nice pizza. So how do I like the game? I'm actually really enjoying it. Probably more so than Mia. But then I really like Mia's voices as well.
Oh yeah, thank you. You're hurting me. Hear the dark waters run down from the surface, from a brighter sea. far above us. The Cumian Canal staging area, the canal ascends through locks and gates and shadowed turns to the sunlight of the surface. The sun is dangerous to Neath dwellers like your crew, but the surface has its temptations. Ensure you're well stocked with supplies and fuel, or you may never return. I can actually go to the surface? Interesting. I didn't know that. Or I could listen for surface gossip. Let's go for that. The ships of the surface linger here. This is their lifeline to a warmer place.
Spotted
sorry,
cows
Ian.
suggesting fuel, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'll go buy some in a moment. A sorry end. A card game ends badly when one surface sailor knifes another for all the usual reasons. The other players scrabble for their coins that spill from her pockets, but you snatch up a scrap of paper they overlook. Curious markings, dates, times, codenames, spies work. That's all for now. I have one move in the great game. And I could gather some port report information for the Mariner Admiralty Office. The gates open and shut. The lock remains free from sabotage. If anywhere besides London is safe and all the undersea, it's here. The surface nations have an interest in keeping the way open. Shop. Let's buy some fuel. How did I lose so much fuel right now? Oh, supplies are more expensive here.
You did seem... Maybe you just didn't buy
Oh,
as
look, the
much
ship is
fuel
back.
as you thought.
No, I distinctly remember buying 6 units. Oh no. The Jelly Menace. It's trying to evade.
Tommy says, at Bernie, at least you choose a quote from Spaceballs. Should point out, Mia, we are 5 minutes from the end, so probably. Ooh, that jelly's cunning.
It's using my tactics against
He
me.
is. He's got a smaller turning circle than you.
Ow. Oh no, that's the wrong button.
Wow, and he's still got some life.
I need a new cannon. Well, let's scoop it up, everybody. A spreading stain, it's gone. You're left with gooey gloves and a buttery smell and this purple thing. It is an egg, a heart, a less fortunate traveller, dissolved and shriveled to mauve rune. Put it somewhere safe. I now have one strange catch.
Wasn't a strange catch something that somebody wanted to...
I don't know.
do you need to be in... Oh dear, poor me.
Yes.
Did you need to be in London to save the game?
Well, no, I need to be at a harbour, but I'm
Okay.
slowly sailing back towards London while I'm doing that.
Okay.
I'll just go straight on. That way I'll also explore a bit of the map.
Yeah, sure. So, what do you think, chat? Is this the kind of game... It's like, it's been fun today. Do we want to see more? Or is it a case of, yeah, it was fun, but this is as much as we want to see? Do we continue this next week? Or do we move on to something else?
No, I'm not okay. I told you I'm dying. I do it on purpose. It's a regular thing.
It's not a heart. Jellyfish are heartless creatures, literally. Bit too much reason for Bernie. Take a drink, Mia.
Sorry, the drink is not going to fix that.
It's slow but interesting. Don't want Mia to die. Mia's got a bit of a cold.
Oh yeah, a bit. I didn't notice.
Mia has noticed a lot.
Anyway, if you've enjoyed this so far and would just like to see generally more action played by Mia doing something, which might be more of this next week, depending on how the feedback is right now and maybe tomorrow during Cell Stream, feel free to tune in on next Wednesday at 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time. Same going for Mere Action currently going on Monday, which is... Oh no! Crabs! Which is on Mondays. It's fine. We're escaping the crustacean menace. We're losing all our fuel. Come on, come on, come on. No, don't you dare!
Shall I do the outro while you...
Well,
go to
Mondays
bed?
where I'm playing Near Auto Tomatoes at 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time. So, Mere streams are Wednesdays and Mondays, both at 8 PM. One of them is Near Automata, the other one is probably this, depending on what happens. The other option are currently Cell streams, which regularly happen on Thursdays. At the moment, she's busy being the best hospital administrator in 2 Point County as part of her series of playing a 2 Point Hospital.
Yes.
Which
So-
also happens at 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time, which
So-
will be out 2 hours ago from now if you're watching this live.
I'm not sure why, but Mia decided to split up that explanation by person, rather than chronologically. So
I don't
tomorrow
know.
we shall be playing 2 Point Hospital on 2 Point
sick.
Hospital
I'm
at
dying.
8 PM GMT. Where rather than derping around in a game we don't know, you shall see me being an absolute expert, top quality hospital administrator, the best in 2 Point County, I would like to say. I will then also be streaming live multiplayer on Saturday night at it'll probably be about 1:45 on Saturday night. So it will be quite late in the evening, and with some people you know and some people you don't. I'll be in a call with quite a few other people, so I won't be able to talk much to chat. But where we launch a new server. So yeah, that should be interesting.
Something tells me you wanted to do the outro on your own the entire time just to plug this.
And
Just
then
tell me.
on either Saturday or Sunday, Potato's going to be streaming. And then on Monday, we'll have Merednesday. Carrot Day.
Möhren. It's very easy. It's
Moon
carrots
Day.
in German. Heavens. It also spells out more Monday and Meer if you rearrange the letters vaguely.
So there you go. Right, we shall see you tomorrow at 8 PM GMT+1. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye for now.